Welcome to my channel. We're gonna break down today 5 basic mistakes that people do in butterfly guard. 5 mistakes that happens a lot. First one is when people already play butterfly guard, already have the grips, and when they want to bring the guy down to the mat, instead of going to the side, they're going flat on the back, and now they're trying to lift the opponent out. Okay, it's very hard. We don't have much power in our legs, and it's really hard to fold him and to sweep him. So we need to remember that any position that we play from butterfly, any type of control, if it's this one or that one over the arm, or hooking the arm from here, we always have to go on our side to sweep our opponent. Okay, so always I want to lay down on my arm. Even if we spar and now he pushes forward, then I'm going on the mat with my shoulder down. So we need to remember to always stay on our side, even if he pushes forward, right? So avoid this kind of position. Okay, this position works good for him because right now we can't lift up, and it's way easier to pass for him. Okay, so always lay down on your side, hips facing to the outside. Okay, so always try to bring your hips outside. Second mistake is lack of control over your opponent's arm. Okay, so once we get here or here, any kind of control, we need to pay attention to this. Okay, because what we want to do here, we want to fold our opponent with his shoulder towards the mat. Okay, so it's going to be really hard for him to put a good base, to find a good base, right? So the best one is to catch your opponent's arm like here, right? Trapping on your hip like this. So now we fold, we turn his whole upper body towards the mat, which means that it's a really good control. Okay, so we can control it like this, we can control like this from this position. Okay, but always when I want to sweep, I want to use this arm to fold him like here, or I can push outside, but always I put a good control here. Okay, we need to avoid the situation when his hand is really far and now we want to sweep. Okay, because now it's going to be impossible. His base is too wide and now he can resist the sweep. Okay, so always try to bring his arm as close as possible. Okay, bring inside, bring outside close to his body, bring close to your body. Worst case scenario, if his hand is on the mat and you can't bring it, just stick to his hand. Okay, so now it's gonna be easier to move his way to the other side to sweep him, right? If his hand is far, you will not do anything about it, then it's gonna be really hard to sweep him. Okay? Third mistake, when we have a good position for the sweep, sometimes we just use the top leg, which is good until our opponent starts defending. Okay, if he's not defending, usually we can just push with the top one and follow with the sweep. But it gets harder when he defends. So we need to remember to activate the bottom one. Without activating the bottom one, we will not be able to lift him up enough. Always remember, when you sweep, put your toes towards the mat. Now shoulder stays on the mat, head to the mat also, and now you lift your hips up. Okay, using the bottom leg. Now it's gonna be easier to sweep him as you're lifting him higher. how we can help ourselves here, if he has a really good balance and you already lifted up, but still he's here having a good base, use the bottom one, jump towards his leg. Now it's gonna be easier to finish with the sweep. So once again, activate the bottom one, shoulder and head on the mat, lift up. If you still can't sweep, jump closer, and now it's gonna be easier to execute that movement. So as I said, the knee has to be always open, right? So when I play here, this one is open, right? When I play here, it's open. From this angle, you can see a little bit better how it works. If I lift, it stays open. It can't go here, right? Because right now, it's easy for him to smash. Now, fourth mistake. You need to always keep your hips and knees open, okay? Any position that we play, this one, okay? My knee has to be outside. Anytime I go with my knee towards the central line of his body, he'll be able to smash my legs together and then go towards the pass. Okay? So always we need to keep our legs, our knees outside. Okay? Hips are open, knees are outside. Here, I keep it open to the outside. Because even when you sweep, when you have a position to sweep, doesn't matter actually which kind of control. If you lift him up, but you forget about opening the knee, still he can switch the hips and smash your legs. So it's very important to keep it open all the time. So once again, when I keep it open, now it's going to be hard for him to switch the hips. Now I can execute the move. Okay, fifth mistake is a position of your head. So when you play butterfly guard and when you go for the sweep, always remember to keep your head here. Okay, so I got many questions during seminars and classes how I keep my head here. Do I always push with my head towards my opponent? It's not like this. You don't have to always push. Okay, I stay on this side, okay, but I don't always need to push. Of course, if he pushes forward, sometimes to just set a good position, I will push back, okay, but you don't have to stay here. The worst thing you can do is going with your head here and stay on this side. So now your head is on the way of the sweep. So sometimes he just crashes on your head, and it's also hard to execute. If you stay here, you can always push a little bit more with your head, adding some percentage to your sweep. And remember, if you need to go for his arm really far, because sometimes from this position we need to like dive for his arm to catch it. So right now when I go back, I set my head in the right position. Okay, so even if I have to go with my head here, I come back and I got it on the right side. So always I want to stay here, just in case. If I need, I will push back, and I will never land with my opponent crashing here on my head. That's it for today. You got 5 mistakes, common mistakes, happens a lot during playing butterfly guard. Hope you can fix your mistakes with this video, and see you soon.